And now welcome inside the Collins Arena as we get set for Jersey Blues basketball here on Brookdale TV. Brian Goudsword along with Zeke Luster this evening. Jersey Blues taking on the Atlantic Cape Buccaneers, two very good teams. Brookdale #1 nationally ranked as they enter action at 10-0 on the year. Atlantic Cape, though, a very strong team in their own right, 4th place in the region standings, and they are at 7-3. So we are set for the opening tip. The officials this evening, Ryan Curtis, Jerome Hubbard, and Myron Hendrick. And off we go tonight with the Buccaneers controlling the opening tip. And to the basket goes Tyrese Myrick for the first points of the evening. 2-0 Atlantic Cape. Brookdale on their first possession nearly turn it over, but they stay with it. Wells attacks the basket, can't get it to fall, tipped up into the air, and here come the Buccaneers, Cosme Almeida. Niaje Simmons is called for a travel. So Zeke, you've seen this Brookdale team play a couple of times in the early part of the year. What are your impressions of this team?
This team, they're very hungry this year. They love competing, love getting active on the defensive end, securing rebounds, getting in the passing lanes, and just causing havoc.
Manny Bell rattles home the jumper, call it a long two-pointer, as Brookdale gets even 2-2. Myrick takes the handoff. Myrick fires a three, and it's too strong. Ball batted, and it goes to the Jersey Blues. Brookdale starting lineup tonight of Wells, Williams, Strickland, Askew, and Manny Bell, as heard by the public address announcer tonight, Dominic Sama. Into the hands of Strickland, gives it up for Williams. Jab step move, now he drives. Back out to the perimeter, and Bell short. Scooped up by Askew, and he slams. Back comes Atlantic Cape with a shot in the paint by Ellis that misses. It stays with Atlantic Cape. Paul Chizek contesting that call.
Atlantic Cape, total possession.
Maurice Williams, the inbounder. Bounces it outside, catch and shoot at Simmons, way short, picked up by Strickland. Brookdale with a 2-point lead, handed off Williams, jumper in rhythm, got it.
Nick Williams for 2.
Two minutes gone by and a 6-2 Brookdale advantage. Ball on the perimeter with Atlantic Cape. Myrick spins. Williams drives through the paint. Circus shot off the glass, and it's rebounded by Bell. Wells finds Williams, drives to the basket, and it will count plus the foul. Blocking foul is the call, and a chance at a 3-point play.
Foul on Tyrese Myrick. His first personal, first team foul on Atlantic Cape. Basket scored by Nick Williams. He has one shot.
What do you like about Nick Williams' game?
Nick Williams is a sensational player. He gets active on both ends of the court. Just always trying to score, and then he'll even guard your best player if you want to.
9-0 run for Brookdale to lead 9-2, and Williams' shot was blocked. It was Bell who got a piece of it. Brookdale clicking in the early going tonight. Wells dishes. And Bell able to get the bounce. And that will lead to the first timeout. Atlantic Cape needs to talk it over after an 11-0 Brookdale run.
30-second timeout called by Atlantic Cape.
And we'll keep it here on this 30-second timeout. Zeke, you gotta love the energy that Brookdale has come out with in the early going here. So it's 11-2 Jersey Blues.
Softball team will be having a big sale located in the upper floor of Collins Arena.
These teams met 3 times a year ago, and all 3 were tightly contested games. Brookdale had the upper hand 2 out of the 3, but Atlantic Cape typically a tough opponent. Last year they had 2 of the best scorers in the entire region. Both of them have moved on, but this is still a team with a number of key players. Finger roll try, and down it goes for Simmons.
For 2.
That breaks the Brookdale run at 11-0. They now lead by 7 with possession. Wells goes behind the back, inside, altered by Cosme Almeida, and it rolls out of bounds and goes to the Buccaneers.
Possession to Atlantic Cape.
Atlantic Cape comes off a 69-63 win their last time out on Saturday. That was up in North Jersey at Sussex. Team that has won 4 of its last 5 after a 2-2 start to the year. Myrick kicks it, and Simmons unable to hit the 3. Rebounded by Bell. Brookdale looking to push it up the floor. It's Williams, and he just glides in for the bucket. Blocked by Williams. He's doing it on both ends. Brookdale in transition again. Williams gets to the basket. Not that time. Batted a couple of times. Bell puts it up and through. All Brookdale right now. An early 11-point lead. Simmons amongst 2 defenders had it ripped away. And Bell forces the tie-up. Atlantic Cape makes a couple of changes. Zim Chavez is in.
13.
Najee Cologne as well, as they look for answers down by 11.
Also checking in number 11, Najee Cologne.
Enter the post. Askew goes up and scores.
Askew.
Cosme Almeida settles it down. Cologne running shot off the rim, rebounded by Williams. It's a 17-2 extended run for Brookdale, looking for more. It's Bell, short. Long rebound handled by Myrick. And Myrick swoops in and missed it. Wells running the point. Brookdale set to make a substitution at the next stoppage. Wells kicks it. Bell stripped. Picked up by Askew in the paint, then he lost the handle. And here comes Atlantic Cape. 1-on-1 in the open floor. And that will count, and the foul for Nazim Chavez. A chance at a 3-point play.
Foul on number 13. Technical foul on number 13, Nazim Chavez.
And they called a technical foul on Chavez. He's the one who scored the basket. I thought it was an and-one opportunity.
Also shooting foul call on number 15, Nick Williams. Scored the basket.
It was an and-one, but in the process, Chavez picking up a technical. You don't see that often. Unless, Zeke, did you see him say anything after that basket?
Looked like there was a little conversation he had with Nick Williams as he scored the basket on him.
So, looks like there's some confusion. First, Brookdale's going to shoot the technical. And then after that, It'll be a free throw at the other end for Chavez of Atlantic Cape. But first, Wells, 83% shooter, and he comes up short. And Wells goes 1 out of 2. And now they'll walk it back to the other end. It's something that you don't see very often, getting a technical foul after you make a shot. Chavez, the freshman out of Willingboro. This Atlantic Cape team has several players who come from different parts of the country. But Chavez, a New Jersey native, misses the free throw. Brookdale in front by 12. Strickland backing in. Askew a fake, a drive, and puts it in with the left hand. Myrick comes back. That's blocked by Askew. And Brookdale able to grab control of it. Leading by 14. Williams one-on-one on the perimeter and called for steps. Change for the Bucks.
Checking for Atlantic Cape, number 23, Dejian Simmons, and number 5, Jabri Mills.
Jabri Mills is in for the first time. Dejian Simmons is one of the original starters, and he returns to the floor. But Atlantic Cape in a 14-point hole on the road. Good ball movement here. Leads to the Chavez miss. And now Brookdale's pushing in transition. And Wells goes up for 2. Mills. Here is Cologne. Too strong. And then fouled on the rebound is Halliburton.
Foul on number 11, Najee Cologne.
Foul on Cologne. Third team foul for Atlantic Cape. It's a side out of bounds for the Buccaneers. And Wells is going to the line, and I'm not quite sure why. Unless another technical was called. Wells just 1 for 3 from the line so far. And now Brookdale will have possession. Approaching 7 minutes gone by, first half. And there's a foul, and it's offensive, away from the ball on Brookdale.
Offensive foul, number 4, Andre Wells.
What did you see there?
His first
Looked like
personal,
Andre Wells just tried to run through him.
Checking in for Brookdale, number 1, Danny Galashevsky.
Nick Williams will get a breather. Manny Bell returns. Mills, a nice spin, and it might have been blocked by Askew. And now Brookdale in the open floor. It's Bell, he's hit hard. And free throws coming for Manny Bell.
Foul number 10, Tyrese Myrick. His second personal, 14 foul.
Bell to the line for the
line from the Jersey Blues, number
first
13,
time. He's been one of Brookdale's standout players in the early part of this season. Free throw shooting, though, was an issue early on.
Number 13, Nazim Chavez, checking back in.
Myrick picks up his second foul. Brookdale leads, though, 23-6. Atlantic Cape, a very good team on the road. They've won 4 of 5 on the road. There's a basket for Chavez.
Basket by Nazim Chavez.
But playing these Jersey Blues is a different animal, even though they're without arguably their best all-around player in Kevin Mateo. Halliburton, a jump pass inside. Askew couldn't convert, but he's fouled. So Askew to the line for the first time. Will look to change Brookdale's fate from the line. He shoots it at 78%. Freshman out of Staten Island, New York.
Checking in for Brookdale, number 15, Nick Williams. At the line for the Jersey Blues, number 24, Darnell Askew.
Askew averaging close to a double-double on the year. 13.5 points, 8 boards. And coming off his best game of the season in the win at Ocean, he went for 32 and 13. Here is Mills. He hits. It's a 3.
Basket by Jabri Mills. 3-pointer.
So Jabri Mills able to knock it down. Goloszewski is in. Askew gets positioned down low, backs in, and he goes back to Goloszewski. 5 seconds on the timer, stripped of the ball. And here comes Cologne, throws it high off the glass, and it'll go to the line.
Foul number 1, Danny Goloszewski. His first personal, 13 foul.
Goloszewski on the foul. It's his first. Cologne at the line. He's one of the Buccaneers who comes from a different part of the country.
At the line for the Buccaneers, number 11, Najee Cologne.
Ackworth, Georgia. And 2 out of 2. 12-point margin, Brookdale in front. Just under 11.5 to go until halftime. Brookdale, though, turns it over again. And the easy basket in transition for Chavez. So Atlantic Cape with a little bit of momentum here. They've cut it to 10. It's Williams who knocks it out of bounds. And let's take another look.
Checking in for Brookdale, number 4, Andre Wells.
Here's Halliburton curling toward the basket and throws it away. So all of a sudden, 3 straight turnovers the last few possessions. Chavez, a spin, gets it up over Askew, but no good. Brookdale comes the other way. Wells accelerates. Good ball movement. Wide open is Williams. Too strong. Offensive rebound to Wells, and Williams flies in for 2. Mills, drive and kick. Simmons fires, won't go. Knocked off the glass a couple of times. Still loose, picked up there by Cologne. Open look, it's Mills, and he cashes it at 3.
Basket by Jabri Mills. 3-pointer.
So that's the second from behind the arc for Jabri Mills. Another Georgia product from Lawrenceville. Down to a single-digit Brookdale lead at 9. Williams inside the arc, short. Rebound handled by Simmons. Chavez whips it out to the corner. Maurice Williams counted for 3, and Paul Cizek very upset. Timeout, Brookdale will step aside for the first time tonight. 27-21, Brookdale leads. So it'll be Jersey Blue basketball. 27-21. And it's Wells finding Halliburton, driving baseline, and he's out of bounds. Buccaneers are 6-1 in the conference. And as mentioned earlier, 7-3 overall. Chavez gets it to go. What a shot amongst a couple of defenders. Atlantic Cape on a real run to answer the Brookdale run earlier. It's down to a 4-point Brookdale lead. Askew gets good position. Offensive foul.
Player control foul number 20.
And the turnovers just continue to pile up.
His first person.
What are you seeing from Brookdale on the offensive end of late? Chavez, jumper, he's got it. Mid-range jumper. The run continues. It's a 2-point Brookdale lead now. Feels like in a blink of an eye, this game has had an enormous swing and another offensive foul. The Buccaneers bench celebrates
Devin Strickland.
as they just keep turning Brookdale over. And now they've got a chance to tie or take the lead on this end of the floor. Maurice Williams, and the game is tied.
Maurice Williams with the basket.
This is quite a turn of events.
Yeah, you just feel the momentum has just shifted, and the atmosphere in this place is not how it was when it once started. Atlantic Cape is all over the place.
Williams, one-on-one on the outside, 9 to shoot, steps back for 3, short. But Atlantic Cape cannot come down with it. It was Williams. It's a little shaken up. Cosme Almeida provides some assistance there. Brookdale will get another opportunity, try to break the tie and get the score back in their favor. Into the hands of Williams. Down to 6 to shoot. Wells makes his move. Oh, he gets it to go. What a move it was. Jersey Blues back in the lead. Chavez putting on moves, and he scores. Oh, the individual efforts by Wells and Chavez, respectively, on the last 2 baskets. Those highlight reel. And Wells unable to convert this time. Strickland off the glass, no. Picked up by Cosme Almeida. Quickly ahead is Cologne. A dribble and a jumper for Williams, short. Oh, big collision. Williams. It was Williams and I think it was Williams on both sides. Nick for Brookdale and Maurice for Atlantic Cape. And they came together coming as that rebound was loose. Unfortunately, nobody impacted too much. So the game remains tied, 29 apiece. 6.5 to play first half. Strickland takes the handoff. To the basket he goes. Offensive rebound, Jombala, and the putback. So Shambhala just checked in, immediately gets 2. Myrick stumbles, able to fall on it, and the whistle blows. Held ball keeps it with Atlantic Cape, so fortuitously so, as Myrick just lost his footing.
As a held ball, possession remaining with the Buccaneers.
Jeremy Ellis on his way in.
Checking in for the Bucks, number 12, Jeremy Ellis.
And Chavez gets a break. Ball on the far side with Atlantic Cape. And then for Simmons. Cosme Almeida gives it up. 10 to shoot now. Myrick way outside. Myrick catching fire. No good. Wells advances it and misses off the glass. Save try there by Bell, and it's over to the Bucks. Myrick. Cologne for 3 is good.
3-point basket by Najee Cologne. 3-pointer.
Atlantic Cape goes back in front. Williams, the answer, no. And Cosme Almeida does well to keep it in bounds. Now he goes to the basket, rejected by Jombala, stays with the Buccaneers along the baseline. And over to Brookdale.
Checking in for Brookdale, number 21.
Kareem Irby is the substitution for Paul Chizek's group. He has a discussion there with the official. Brookdale looking to take the lead back, down by 1. Irby for Williams. Jump step in the lane. Jombala grabs hold of it. 10 seconds on the timer. Irby drives in off the glass, gets it to go. Myrick, no. Simmons, so they had 2 chances near the basket, come up empty. We'll hit the 4-minute mark. An entertaining first half. 2 good teams, and they're playing like it. Bell drops it for 2.
Basket by Manny Bell.
Good ball movement. Cologne, he's not shy off the back rim. Picked up there by Bell. High steps it across midcourt. Jombala sticks the jumper. Big man showing off the range. And the foul line extended, and Brookdale's up by 5. Cologne hooks it out. Cosme Almeida driving in and walked.
Traveling violation, possession to Brookdale.
And you saw that one coming.
Checking in for the Buccaneers, number 2, Maurice Williams, number 5, Jabri Williams, and number 13, Nazim Chavez.
Atlantic Cape makes quite a few changes. This has been an up and down a game of runs, a half of runs so far. Irby circus shot, follow goes down, it's Jombala. It wasn't the cleanest follow-up, but it gets the job done. And the latest run belongs to Brookdale. Lead back up to 7. Chavez, he hits.
3-point basket by Nazim Chavez. 3-pointer.
Every time it seems like Brookdale's about to pull away, Atlantic Cape has had the answer. (39-35). Jombala made one from that spot. Here he's tied up. He drives to the basket and he scores. Good to see Jombala getting back involved in the offense. He's been quiet in the early part of the season. And a foul on a 3 try from Chavez, and he will shoot 3.
Number 21, Kareem Irby. His first personal, 6th team foul on Brookdale. Nazim Chavez at the line with 3
Is that just a case of over-aggressive defense? .65% free throw shooter, and he's got 2 more coming. And it was a 3-point attempt, and I don't think Brookdale realized that. One out of 3. Grabbed there by Bell. Inside 2 minutes to play first half. 41-36 is the Brookdale lead. 10-0 Brookdale. Number 1 nationally ranked. What a start to the year it has been. It's Irby, and he's fouled out top by Williams.
Foul's going to be on number 2, Maurice Williams. His second personal, 7th team foul on the Buccaneers. Buccaneers are now over the limit. At the line for the Jersey.
So that foul puts the Buccaneers in the penalty.
And 1.
Irby goes to the line where he shoots it well, 81%. Freshman from Hillside.
Checking in for Brookdale, number 5, Miles Halliburton.
One-on-one situation, and he'll get another attempt. Two out of 2. Buccaneers possession. And a good passing lane there by Irby, but it's taken back and blocked by Jombala off the glass. Oh, what a defensive play to deny Williams and force a Buccaneer inbound. It'll be Cologne. Fresh 30 seconds to work with here for Atlantic Cape. Bounce it toward the foul line. Take it back top of the key, it's Chavez. Back to Chavez, pump fake. Maurice Williams lost it, gets it back. 6 seconds to shoot. Outside with Cologne, step back, they gotta put it up. Williams fires off the front rim, into the hands of Halliburton. He's got the rebound.
1 minute play.
45 ticks to go first half. Jombala looking for position. Gets the handle and then lost it. Picked up by Williams. Floated ahead, maybe too far ahead, but the save there by Simmons. And the basket for Jabri Mills, who's had a good first half. Shot clock is now turned off. Wind down the final 20 seconds of the first half. Irby sets it up. 10 seconds. Irby makes a move. Lost it out of bounds, but it's off the Buccaneers. And even 6 seconds to play with. Brookdale will make a quick change and make it 2.
New Jersey Blues. number
Wells and
4,
Williams in for the final 6 seconds of the half. Halliburton is the inbounder far side. Officials get together. What do you draw up here offensively? Wells. Crossover, foul line, jumper, it's good! And that is how the half ends. Andre Wells beats the buzzer. And in a first half of runs, Brookdale closes it out in strong fashion, and these teams hit the locker room with Brookdale leading 45-38. And Zeke, an entertaining first half of play. What did teams?
I saw a lot of great defense. It started off Brookdale getting hot, and then Atlantic Cape's defense got them right back into this game and only down 7 points at half.
So Brookdale will try to make it 11 straight wins on the season. We are at the halftime break right now. Brian Gadsford, Zeke Luster here on Brookdale TV. We'll take a break for the half and come back. You're watching Brookdale basketball on Brookdale TV. Brian Gadsford, Zeke Luster here with you. Rest of our Brookdale TV crew as well. Good matchup, Brookdale and Atlantic Cape. And Zeke, it was a game of runs in that first half. Brookdale jumped out to a big lead. Atlantic Cape got back into it, but Brookdale, the final couple of minutes, extending the lead back to 7. So the Jersey Blues open up with possession and lose it. And it's Cologne who fires. Can't hit the 3, and it's grabbed by Askew. Manny Bell, contested shot, falls into the hands of Chavez. And they can't keep it inbounds. Over to Brookdale it goes.
Brookdale possession.
Matchup of number 1 and number 4 in the Region 19, and in Brookdale's case, number 1 nationally, a rank that they have held for the last 3 weeks. Foul on, as Wells was handling. That'll be the first foul of the second half.
Number 11, Najee Cologne. His second personal.
Najee Cologne picks it up. That's his second. Inbounded for Williams, fall away jumper off the rim, no. And stays on this end of the floor. Williams hands it off for Wells, and he loses it into the hands of Cologne. Looking up the floor, Williams, nice dish, and the easy bucket for Simmons. 45-40, Brookdale leads it. Strickland floater off the back rim, rebounded by Simmons. He brings it on. Open look, it's Chavez, short. Rebound handled by Williams. Brookdale starts the half with Wells, Williams, Askew, Strickland, and Bell. The original starting 5 for Paul Chizek. Strickland can't get that to fall. Here comes Cosme Almeida. Oh, nearly a travel, but it's given away nonetheless. Wells finds Strickland, and he'll go to the line.
Foul number 2, Maurice Williams. His third personal, second team foul on the Bucks.
What do you think the key for Brookdale is going to be here in the second half?
I think it's gonna have to come down to Darnell Askew's being aggressive in the paint as if he was in the first half, just setting the tone and then quickly getting the ball out to the guards.
Well, Strickland, a 57% free throw shooter, misses. Tyrese Myrick checks in, replacing Simmons for the Buccaneers. It also would help Zeke if Brookdale did better at the free throw line. And there's 2 more misses. Rebound taken by Cologne. Good ball movement. Cologne got the defender in the air, and he can't hit the jumper inside the arc, but the Buccaneers will get another opportunity.
Checking in for the Jersey Blues.
Niles Halliburton
Niles Halliburton.
checks into the game, and Strickland goes to the Brookdale bench. Inbounder is Maurice Williams. In for Cologne. Hooks it back outside. Here's Williams. Too strong on a 3, into the hands of Halliburton for the rebound. Wells crosses over and lays it in with the right hand. And head coach Alan Ragland is going to take a timeout. So the Buccaneers take a full timeout. Check that, a 30-second timeout. 17:33 to go. 7-point Brookdale lead. What have your impressions been on how Atlantic Cape has played tonight?
Atlantic Cape has been playing very aggressive on the defensive end, getting scrappy, poking the ball out, and getting quick out on the fast break.
And they were able to get back into this game once Brookdale had that series of turnovers. So the teams break the huddle, and it'll be Buccaneer basketball. And I mentioned earlier that these teams played 3 times a season ago, and all 3 were close games, all decided by less than 10 points. So these teams meet up. It's typically a good battle, and that is a travel. It's called on Cologne.
Brookdale possession.
The scores of the 2 games during the regular season last year were 101-97 and 102-96. The loss that Brookdale had was one of only 5 losses they had all season last year. Williams gives it up for Askew, and he banks it home.
Askew.
49-40. Myrick. And called for steps. That was Halliburton that forced that mistake.
Number 5, Jabri Mills. And number 12, Jeremy Ellis.
And Myrick needs an extra second to get to his feet, but he is up and walking toward the sidelines. And it looks like
also checking in, number 23, Najayan Simmons.
he will take a seat on the bench. And it'll be Brookdale basketball. Now that's taken away. It's Cologne. Numbers potentially for the Buccaneers, but Brookdale gets back in transition. Mills falls to the floor with it. Stays with Atlantic Cape. And Simmons is blocked by Askew. Out near midcourt with it. Askew able to gather it in, and then he travels.
Traveling ball, possession to Atlantic Cape. Checking in for the Bucks, number 2, Maurice Williams.
So Brookdale turnover. Figure that's the one thing that can hold them back is the turnovers.
Because again, the stops on the defensive end.
Chavez on the drive with the left hand short. In the open floor is Bell for the layup.
Basket by Maddie Bell.
You were gearing up for a slam there. Brookdale had one dunk earlier, was Askew at the one-hand hammer. Jump shot for Williams, no good. Rebounded by Williams, hooks it ahead. Bell again, lob! And the finish all in one motion. Again, I think they were going for the dunk. The crowd was anticipating it, but Williams kind of a reverse style finish on the layup. Chavez using the screen. Askew defending. Gives it up. And Ellis nearly gives it away. Here is Williams adjusting and rebounded by Halliburton. Quick pass ahead, it's Bell. What a spin! But he blew the layup. Askew again for two. And we'll get a timeout. Timeout with 14:42 to play. We're in the second half. It's a full timeout, and as we step aside, we'll take a look at some of the highlights from tonight's game. .42 to play. We're in the second half. Brookdale looking to close out Atlantic Cape, and they lead 55-40 on a 10-2 run to start the first 5 minutes and change of this second half. And Zeke just continuing to play Brookdale-style basketball. Chavez along the baseline. Rebound grabbed by Williams. Halliburton pops a three. And getting up for the rebound, Myrick. Mills all the way to the basket. Nice move.
Jabri Mills.
Jabri Mills has showed off a good all-around offensive game tonight. And Wells can't find the answer. Myrick the rebound, and he's hit in the backcourt. Brookdale pick up their first foul of the second half.
Foul number 4, Andre Wells. His second personal, first team foul on the Jersey Blues.
Cologne blows by Wells. Can't finish with the left hand, but he'll shoot.
Foul number 4, Andre Wells. His third personal, second team foul on the Jersey Blues.
Still make a change after the first attempt from Cologne, a 68% free throw shooter. One of two Georgia natives. Wells comes out. Again, Brookdale playing tonight without Kevin Mateo, dealing with a little bit of an injury. 1 out of 2 from the line. But even without one of their best players, they just have enough all-around talent to just match up with even a good team like Atlantic Cape. Williams, short. Here comes Myrick on a bounce. And Mills couldn't finish it. Back and forth they go. Here's Halliburton to the basket. Reverse layup, no. Strickland got a hand on it. And now the Bucks have a 4-on-1 in the open floor. And a foul as Mills will go to the line. Irby did well as the lone Brookdale defender back in transition.
Foul number 21, Kareem Irby. His second personal.
He's walking a little bit gingerly.
At the line for the Bucks, number 5, Jabri Mills.
See if he's able to continue. Mills at the line has struggled in this department, just 38%. But good on that attempt. He's the other Georgia native from Lawrenceville. And he misses, rebounded by Askew. 7 minutes gone by in the second half. Irby backs up with it. Irby attacks, and a late whistle, foul called.
Foul number 13, Nazim Chavez. His second personal, third team foul on the Bucks. At the line for the Jersey Blues, number 21, Kareem Irby.
You like the energy that Irby brings to the floor?
Yeah, a really shifty guard. He can get open in so many few and little dribbles.
Irby, an 81% free throw shooter, but this has not been Brookdale's night at the line. Second attempt for the freshman, good. 56-44, wide open underneath it, missing it is Chavez. Oh, we had the easiest of layups. There was nobody around him, but he could not convert. Askew inside, got it stripped away, stays with Brookdale. Strickland is fouled. And at the 12.5 mark in the second half, he will go to the line.
His third personal, fourth team foul on the Bucks.
Sophomore from Dayton.
Shooting for the Jersey Blues, number 2.
And see, one thing that Brookdale has benefited from this year is having so many sophomores. They have a lot of leadership on this team.
And with Kevin Mateo being out, their cohesiveness keeps them together.
Myrick inside the arc, won't go. Rebounded by Irby. Handed off for Williams into the paint, and it's going the other way. Offensive foul. It was Cologne who took the hit. Good call there.
Offensive foul, number 15, Nick Williams. His second personal, fourth team foul on the Jersey Blues.
You would have gone blocking foul there.
Yeah, I would have gone with the blocking foul.
Cologne got a bump, got a bucket, and he's got a chance for three.
Foul call number 21, Kareem Irby. His third personal, fifth team foul on the Jersey Blues.
Najee Cologne looking for one more. Wells returns.
Najee Cologne at the line with one shot.
To the bench goes Irby. And Cologne a 68% free throw shooter, and the three-point play is good.
The Jersey Blues, number 4, Andre Wells.
This is a 10-point Brookdale lead. And Brookdale's going to take a timeout. Full timeout, 11:53 to go. Step aside here on Brookdale TV.
Full timeout called by the Jersey Blues.
11:53 to go. You're at Collins Arena. It's just one game here on Brookdale TV. The women's team was originally scheduled to play, but that game got taken off the schedule. So we will see the women's team on Thursday night, and we'll see the Brookdale men's team again on Monday before the long holiday break. Jersey Blues in front by 10, 57-47. Williams drives and has it taken away by Myrick. Long pass ahead, and Cologne with the left hand. What a pass by Myrick, threading the needle. And a foul is called.
Foul by Jay Cologne. As his third personal, 15 foul.
3 personals on Cologne. Each side has committed 5 fouls in the second half. Askew short jumper for 2. And a whistle on Cologne's drive, and he's called for palming.
A double dribble call, possession to the Jersey Blues.
So that'll turn it over to the Jersey Blues.
Checking back in for
Big man Timmy Djombala set to come in. Halliburton checks out. Djombala gave Brookdale a little bit of a boost offensively in his minutes in the first half.
And on the court with Darnell Askews, the pain is going to be compact with those guys.
Well, Atlantic Cape will take over. That's an open look for Mills, and he connects.
3-point basket by Jabri Mills.
Jabri Mills has hit 3 3-pointers tonight. Brookdale's coming off a game where they only made 1 as a team. And haven't necessarily had the 3-point stroke working tonight, but they've been getting to the basket like Wells did right there. Back to a 9-point Brookdale lead. Out to the perimeter and off the mark is Simmons. Approaching the halfway point of the second half. Askew gets a touch. Djombala's inside, and he's hacked.
Foul number 10, Tyrese Myrick.
Djombala is a tough matchup because of his size.
That's his 4th personal foul.
What do you like about his game?
On the Bucks.
He loves to keep the ball high, and it's very hard for his defenders to get it with his 6'9" frame.
Checking in for the Bucks, number 2, Maurice Williams, and number 12, Jeremy Ellis.
Maurice Williams, Jeremy Ellis are the 2 substitutions for Atlantic Cape. Myrick out of the game, who now has 4 personal fouls. Djombala 1 out of 2. And it's claimed by Cologne. He comes up the floor with a head of steam. Djombala might have gotten a piece of that. Now Djombala takes the pass, and he can't get it to fall. Out of bounds. Brookdale retains it. "20 seconds on the timer." Myrick is back in.
Tyrese Myrick.
A very short stint on the bench, and he'll have to be careful playing with those 4 personal fouls. Off the Buccaneers.
Checking back in for the Bucks, number 4, Jonathan Cosme Almeida.
Cosme Almeida in, and heading out is Myrick, so they just keep shuffling him in and out. Bounce it in for Askew, count it, and the foul.
Askew. Foul call number 13, Nazim Chavez.
So we talked about Djombala being a tough matchup, and ditto for Askew.
Askew at the line with 1.
He's been one of Brookdale's top scorers this year, averaging better than 13 a game. And good on the free throw.
Number 23, Deshaun Simmons, checking back in for the Buccaneers. Buccaneers currently at 7 fouls.
Giant Simmons is back in, and he'll inbound it. Chavez short, and Bell lets it go. It's Brookdale basketball. Reset the Brookdale lineup. They had Bell, Wells, Jumbala, Askew, and Williams. The 5 on the floor. Wells got tripped up. Wells for Jumbala, foul line extended, bucket.
Basket by Timmy Jumbala.
He's got a soft touch for a big man. It's Williams. Backdoor cut. And nice finish by Mills.
Basket by Jeffrey Mills.
13-point game, 67-54. Mills went for the steal. Williams all the way to the basket. He was able to take advantage of the lane that he was given. Chavez steps into a jumper, and he's got it.
Nazem Chavez with the basket.
Under 8 minutes to play. It's a foul on Williams, and he's frustrated. Those are the fouls that you don't like to commit, right? Nowhere near the basket.
That's his 4th personal
Especially
foul.
when it puts Brookdale at the free throw line.
At the line for the Jersey Blues, number 4, Andre Wells. He has 1 and 1.
Williams takes a seat. He now has 4 personal fouls, joining Myrick with 4. Wells will get another attempt. And 2 out of 2. And after the free throws, we'll get a timeout with 7:54 to go. And we're back after a quick break here on Brookdale TV.
Correction, a full timeout called by Brookdale.
$7:54 to go. Second half. Brookdale by 15. Brian Goudsword, Zeke Luster, rest of our Brookdale TV crew with you this evening. 1 game for you tonight. We'll have 1 game coming up on Thursday. And it's Buccaneer basketball, but they've got a lot of work to do to get back into this one. Simmons from the foul line. Offensive rebound, Cosme Almeida tied up and stolen. It's Williams. Andre Wells. Brookdale can eat some clock. Simmons gets up defensively on Wells. Finds Jumbala baseline. Short. Rebounded by Simmons. Fake there by Chavez. Denied by the rim underneath. They're looking to make it 11 straight wins on the season. Last year they started with 14 straight wins. That's too easy for us. Jersey Blues have outscored Atlantic Cape by 10 here in the second half, after leading by 7 at the break. Mills gets it to go, and he has been one bright spot for Atlantic Cape tonight. Shot off the glass, no. Picked up there by Cosme Almeida on a foul. They're going to get Williams.
Foul number 15, Nick Williams. That's his third personal foul, 6th team foul on the Jersey Blues.
So Brookdale with 6 team fouls. Atlantic Cape on the other side with 8. Williams and Cologne play catch. Now Mills gets involved. Shot clock's down to 10. Swing it outside Mills. Driving baseline. Maurice Williams slips and falls, finds a man for 2 and 1. Jabri Mills. He's working on quite a night. Freshman who came in averaging about 7 points a game, but this has got to be a season-high performance for the freshman.
7th team foul on the Jersey Blues. Both teams are now over the limit.
He's been doing it from 3, and he's been getting to the basket. Trying to cut the Brookdale lead to a dozen, and he does.
Jabri Mills converting the 3-point line.
Cologne defending on Wells. Williams, a foul called. Cologne picks it up.
Foul number 11.
Alan Ragland
is 4th personal
not
foul.
too happy about the call.
19 foul on the Buccaneers.
19 foul for the Bucks.
15, Nick Williams.
So every foul the rest of the way is going to put Brookdale at the line. Williams misses in a 1-and-1, but off Atlantic Cape, and Brookdale will have it.
Checking in for the Bucks, number 13, Nazim Chavez.
Sim Chavez in. Najayan Simmons goes to the bench. Inbounded for Bell. Wells. Offensive foul. What did you see there?
Looked like a push of the arm from Andre Wells.
Player
Extended his out.
Andre Wells. His 4th personal foul, 8th team foul on the Jersey Blues.
Well, Chiza conferencing with one of the officials. Come up on 5 minutes remaining, and running shot by Williams drew the contact. So Maurice Williams goes to the line.
Foul number 4, Andre Wells. His 5th
You get the
personal foul.
feeling that we might see a lot of free throws the rest of the way now, with each side at 9 fouls.
He has 2 shots.
Williams out of Hamilton, New Jersey, the local product, attending Atlantic Cape. Free throws good.
And for the Jersey Blues, number 21, Kareem Irby.
He's a 50% free throw shooter. And goes 1 out of 2, in keeping with his percentage. Strickland from the baseline, it rattles in.
Devin Strickland.
Williams fires and knocks it down. It's a long
By
ball.
Maurice Williams. 3-pointer.
Atlantic Cape is going to need a few more of those if they are to rally. Askew sets the high screen. Irby looking for an option. It's Strickland. Irby puts up a three. And it's kept there by the Buccaneers. Find the open man in the corner. Cologne outside. Chavez inside. Off the rim, no. Ball loose. Oh, swatted by Askew. Stays there with Atlantic Cape. Cologne, no good. And grabbed there by Williams. How about Askew with the rejection? Well, Chizek will bring his group together
30-second timeout called by Brookdale.
for a timeout. And Askew, and what did you see on that blocked shot?
Darnell just doing what he does, being aggressive in the paint and blocking the shot.
Is he the player who stood out most to you on the Brookdale side tonight?
Yeah, just like the previous game, he had 32 points and 13 rebounds, doing it on both ends, and just like tonight, doing it on both ends of the court.
On the Atlantic Cape side, Jabri Mills, he's been a handful for Brookdale. Jersey Blues will next be in action on Saturday. They travel to the County College of Morris and then play a home game here on Monday. Salem is the opponent. That was originally supposed to be a road game, but some maintenance taking place at the Salem Arena, so the game shifts venues, and it's now a Brookdale home game. Kevin Mateo, first time we've called his name as he retrieves the ball out of bounds, and Brookdale will hope Mateo will be back in action this weekend. Askew the catch and the bucket off the glass. Brookdale picks up a quick foul as Atlantic Cape was transitioning. Both of these teams move it up the floor very quickly.
Foul number 13, Matty Bell, his first personal, 10 team.
You find that these teams play kind of similar styles.
Yeah, they don't like to play slow. They like to play fast. When the other team scores, they just quickly get out and try to get an easy basket.
And Chavez goes 2 out of 2. 77-67, Brookdale leads it. Trying to close this one out. 3:20 and ticking to go. Travel is called. It's on Irby.
Traveling call, possession to Atlantic Cape.
And immediately he will be removed.
Checking in for Brookdale,
Galashevsky
number 1,
comes in
Galashevsky.
as the replacement. Do the Buccaneers have one last gasp in them? It's a team that's been winning pretty regularly of late. 5 of their last 6. That one gets up over Askew, but it's no good from Cologne. And Brookdale can slow down the pace if they want to. It would seem like a good time for it, but instead Williams is in attack mode, and he's called for an offensive foul. And Zeke, it doesn't seem like you thought that should have been offensive.
Yeah, it looked like he got there a little late. I'm surprised by the call.
Nick Williams, his 4th personal foul.
So we'll see if Atlantic Cape can take advantage of that. Trying to cut the deficit to single digits. Here is Williams, unable to hit. Getting up for the rebound is Williams. Galashevsky brings it ahead, finds Bell, and he finds the easy 2.
Basket by Matty Bell.
backing in. Chavez near the foul line, makes a spin, throws it off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound, put back try, no, from Myrick, and handled by Williams. Walt Cizek urging his team to slow it down. Strickland goes up, foul called.
Foul number 13, Nazem Chavez, his 4th personal foul.
Each side is now maxed out with 10 fouls. Strickland at the line where he shoots it at 57% and no good. Now, Brookdale's given away a lot of free points tonight by not making their free throws, but it hasn't mattered much. They've been in control. Even without the services of Kevin Mateo tonight. 1 out of 2 for Strickland. 2 minutes to go.
2 minutes left in the game.
Foul on the floor. Fouls are really piling up now.
Number 1, Danny Galashevsky. His 2nd personal.
Galashevsky called on it. That's number 2.
The line for the Bucks, number 2, Maurice Williams.
Williams goes to the line. Makes 2. 80-69. Atlantic Cape has not gone to the press. They do a little bit and they force a turnover there. Galashevsky called on the travel. I think 2 things from Brookdale that are negatives are going to be the free throw shooting and the turnovers. Oh, through the hands of Williams, but he's able to rescue it. Turning with it now, jumper in the paint, off the rim, and a travel is the call, as that was Simmons going down to the floor with it. They're looking to ice this one. Leading by 11, Galashevsky dishes, and it's turned over. And then turned back over by Atlantic Cape. So neither team can hold on to the basketball. Jersey Blues now just over a minute away from putting this one in the win column and keeping up their unbeaten record. Do you think these turnovers are a product of trying to go too quickly on offense?
Yeah, I think coach doesn't like that idea. He's been stressing over the last minute to just chew the clock out.
It's Mills missing on the layup. Galashevsky catches, and then it goes out of bounds. Paul Cizek can't quite believe what he's seeing. Team that averages about 17 turnovers a game, but they're over that mark tonight. Meanwhile, Nick Williams looks like he's a little bit shaken up.
Checking in for Brookdale, number 2, Devin Strickland.
Makes his way to the bench, and I don't know if that's an ankle situation, something with his lower leg is amiss. Buccaneers possession here. It's Myrick, missed it. Tries again in traffic, able to score, and they'll take a timeout. We got a full timeout, just over a half minute remaining. Brookdale in position to put this one in the win column once again. We'll step aside, and as we do, we'll take a look at some of the highlights from tonight. 34.9 seconds remaining. As we go down the stretch of this one, Brookdale 80, Atlantic Cape 71. Problem for Brookdale lately has been holding on to the basketball. Pressure's on in the backcourt. Brookdale, though, advances. About a 4-second difference, shot and game clock. We'll see if Atlantic Cape decides to foul. Right now they're letting it go. It's playing tight defense, and now the foul committed by Mills.
Foul number 5, Jabri Mills.
They'll put Bell at the line.
His second personal foul.
82% free throw shooter.
Manny Bell.
Bell out of Newark. And he makes 2, and that should just about wrap it up. Maurice Williams flies to the basket. Offensive rebound. Put back no by Simmons. And Askew is fouled, and there'll be 2 more free throw attempts with 4.7 seconds to play.
Fouls on number 10, Tyrese Myers. His 5th personal foul.
So barring something miraculous, it will be an 11-0 start for Brookdale.
Check again for the Bucks. Number 4, Jonathan Cosme Almeida. At the line for Brookdale, number 24, Darnell Askew.
Askew, a 78% free throw shooter. Myrick on the foul. He's fouled out. Which at this point of the game is fairly inconsequential. Second attempt. Short. Final 3 seconds as Cologne will put up a 3, and it's over.
And the final score, the Brookdale Jersey Blues 83.
Brookdale wins it. The final score tonight, the Jersey Blues 83, Atlantic Cape 71. Another good all-around effort for this number 1 ranked Brookdale team. And Zeke, in a game that Brookdale played without one of their best players, their leading scorer in Kevin Mateo. A lot of all-around contributors in this one, and that really is the Brookdale way.
Good night.
Your final thoughts on what we saw tonight?
Just a great effort from both teams. The defense was great. It was Brookdale that got out to the early lead. Atlantic Cape came back in and made it interesting, and Brookdale closed it out on top.
So once again, the final score, Brookdale a winner, 83-71. They are now 11-0 on the season. Next up is a road matchup on Saturday at the County College of Morris. We'll be back home here for a game that we'll have for you on Brookdale TV next Monday as they take on Salem. But our next Brookdale TV broadcast overall will be on Thursday for the women's game. So we thank you for joining us here tonight, with thanks to our entire Brookdale TV crew. For Zeke Luster, I'm Brian Gadsworth. Thanks so much for watching, and have a good night as we say so long from Lincroft, New Jersey.